Hello, everyone. So I'm Jeremy Blanchard. I'm the System Chief Medical Officer for North Mississippi Health Services. I'm a critical care doc by background, but more importantly, probably is I'm a servant leader. My goal is to make the world a better place through empowering others, listening to understand, not reply without judgment, and to help those who feel valued to feel accountable for valuing others. So my personal mission statement is I want to bring voice to the voiceless, work with them on shared decision making, and then hold both of us accountable for the future decisions that we make. My background is a little bit colorful. I'm a Montana boy, first ever to graduate from college in my family, first ever physician, and it's a longer story, but went through med school on an Army scholarship, sort of fun little note. My mom handmade my suit because we couldn't afford to buy one for that interview. And then from that, did an internal medicine residency. I've deployed and served as a battalion surgeon, such, and then did a fellowship in critical care, ran a neurotrauma research group, attended Johns Hopkins neurocritical care while I was in the military and at Walter Reed. Got out because my mom got sick, and she's my hero. She's passed since then, and then from that, built an intensive care unit in Richland, Washington, which is a rural area, but it became number one in the nation 1 year with 60 ICU nurses with zero nurse turnover. And it was really about the mission that we had that was in common, caring for patients with love and dignity, but also holding each other accountable to be good teammates. And then from there, I saw a bad decision made by a president of a hospital, and it upset me. So I went and I got a master's in medical management and became a CMO. And because if I couldn't follow him, then I had the responsibility to lead. And so I made that decision. Made a lot of mistakes. Turns out that a dictatorial approach to leadership that I had as an intensivist did not work as an executive. So I failed quite a bit as well in my life. Since that time, I've worked as a consultant in language of caring, teaching advanced communication techniques. I've also been a CMO in a couple different systems and at a regional level and institutional level. And then I've been in a pro football startup league as well. All of these with that same personal mission. And then I came to Mississippi because Mississippi is a two-time Malcolm Baldrige winner. And so I knew that they had a good history and that they were healthy financially. But they needed someone who was going to take on a new role at a system level of developing processes and systems in a highly reliable fashion, but that focused on valuing relationships, honoring people as individuals. And in Mississippi, handshakes still matter. And that was important to me. Who I am and what I'm defined by is not by the degrees I hold, but it's the character that I have and the actions that prove that character. I joined Medvel really out of wanting to grow, wanting to learn, wanting to be challenged in thoughts and ideas, wanting to adapt to other people's successes. My master's is in entrepreneurialism. I've launched a company on my own in the past as well and been part of a couple startups, but I really feel like I learn more from those that are different, but I want them to have a similar set of core values if possible. And I felt Medvel had that to offer. I also want to help. So, my goal is to be a great partner for you and then to learn along the way as I do that. And I don't know what that means fully. I'm really open to that. And probably will watch and learn as we go and be involved in areas that I think I can assist. But I'm also okay with asking for help. But most importantly, I want to learn about you as individuals, but also you as professionals so that I could be a better leader. My journey is one of progress, failure, success, and then empowering others to be the best versions of themselves. So that's pretty much it.